Scuttlemutts!
Alright, we're back to an opponent worthy of our skills. I'm gonna mix it up a little, I think.
The final challenge
Well, she's not the final boss
of the semifinals.
Yeah, that. Alright, that was pretty nice. But yeah, what other shows do you kind of recommend, Guy? Maybe things that maybe things that aren't so well known.
Well, if it comes to manga, I read a fuck ton of manga that hasn't necessarily been made into anime or stuff. Shows, I guess I need to think about something.
Well, either's fine.
Well, I'll say what we've been watching recently was Promised Neverland, which it has an anime now, but the manga's been out for a minute. So I'd recommend that, again, if you're looking for something that's like, I don't know, it follows the same vein that it's like intense. Like if you like to watch something intense that's evocative, like what is it? The whole story is like they're a bunch of kids on this like orphanage that find out a really big secret, and that like changes their whole perception about the thing. I don't want to ruin too much of it, so again, spoiler warning for anything I talk about in this episode. You know, I'm just putting it out there if I say something that, you know, ruins your interest. Which, that's another thing I want to talk about, too, is that, do spoilers ruin the whole thing? Would you, if something got spoiled for you, would you still attempt to watch or understand, like, a piece of media?
I think it depends on the spoiler and the specific piece of media.
Okay.
Like, if I spoiled, I don't know, let me think. If I spoiled Fairy Tail's ending, they win. I don't know if that's how Fairy Tail ends, I just assume. And it's probably not that big a deal.
I think they got a sequel recently. I think there's a new spin-off manga.
I think you're right.
But yeah, no, I know what you mean, like...
Yeah, but if I spoiled something like The Matrix, where it's the whole point...
Yeah, that's a good
Matrix
point.
has been out for a minute, so I think everyone knows what happens.
Exactly.
But I mean, like, when it came out.
Yeah, I don't feel like a spoiler unless that's the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like your Sixth Sense, M. Night Shyamalan kind of thing. Like, if you say the one thing that is like, oh, wow, okay, then yeah, it kind of kills the vibe. It's like trying to get a puzzle. And media can do that, but if you give, like, you know, sometimes you want to see, like, how it's done, you know, as a take on the genre, or, you know, because... You know, was it really that surprising sometimes? Like, when was the last time you were absolutely surprised about something that happened in a TV show?
Ooh.
I know, it's been a while for me, but... And I need to think about it, yeah. Let me see.
Oh, fuck.
It's hard to think about, because I feel like I watch so much, like, TV and movies and anime and all this other stuff. You know, that it's like, I can kind of tell where they're going with this, because I know what to look for to give you the hint. But, I don't know. I don't have a good example right now, but that's the point, you know. I can't really think of something that really, like, I was absolutely blown out, like, really? No way! Like, that happened? But, you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
But, I guess going back to other recommendations, what I watch? Oh, something that's not, anime is, I would highly recommend watching something called Finders Keepers. It's a, documentary about a guy who finds a foot in a storage unit he bought. That was something that grabbed me within, like, the first 10 minutes, and I really enjoyed it. I don't want to, again, it's not the spoilers, because they like argue about it. The guy who actually it's his foot, and then the other guy who owns it, it's really like bizarre. And then you get like the backstory about their lives, and you really wonder like who does own the foot. But then you realize there's more to it than that, you know. It's, I don't know, but I would recommend that. I would also recommend, and I found this on YouTube. I don't know if it was on TV at some point, but it's called Begin Japanology. If anybody has any interest in Japan, I would check that out too. Every episode's like 30 minutes about some topic in Japan.
Like
you want to learn about soy sauce, you want to learn about vending machines, you want to learn about how they raise cows, you know, or contests for chickens, like, really just about anything that has to do with Japan in Japan. They have so many episodes, too. I kind of want to binge it, and I've done that before, but I want to binge more of it because I'm not done. And it's very, informational. It's a good way to learn about, a culture.
That's cool. I think on the topic of Japan, I think that one video, History of Japan, is also a pretty good way to learn about it.
Oh, yeah, by Bill Wirtz.
Bill Wirtz.
Yeah. It's a good, yeah.
I'm only half joking when I say that.
No, I think, Bill Wirtz stuff is great, too.
I do really love Bill Wirtz. He's a great musician, in addition to whatever else it is that he is. I don't know what the word would be.
Content creator.
Yeah.
Is a safe word. Or is a safe phrase.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I'm trying to think about what I actually do when I get home, and I'm like, I want to turn on the TV and watch something. And it's usually the animes that release on Friday, which is like your JoJo, your Promised Neverland, Mob Psycho, whenever that comes out. I don't think that's Fridays. That's dating ourselves too.
Nah,
that's
fine.
JoJo,
they don't know which one, and even if they did, it ran for like 5 months or something, so...
That's true. Documentaries on Netflix are pretty good. I like a good documentary. Like, a whole night about watching, like, 1 or 2 documentaries can kind of get you in the right mood to just think about stuff and have a different perception. I don't watch a lot of, like, regular TV anymore, I
don't even have cable.
I was trying to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, but Maddie doesn't like it. And I can see why. It stresses me out, too, when I watch it. It just kind of... I don't know, it's funny. I think it's very funny, but just... I don't know how to describe it. Just everyone's an asshole.
Well, that's what Always Sunny is, basically.
Yeah, but Always Sunny is like... They're not snobs. Or if they think they are, you know that they're not. Like, it's more relatable to the common man. With Hollywood snobs, I don't know. Something about it just irks me, just rubs me the wrong way to kind of see, like, elitists and assholes rather than just, like, assholes who are just, like, normal people.
I hear that.
Yeah. Which I would, if you want a recommendation, I would highly recommend Always Sunny every day of the week.
That show is goddamn incredible.
It is so good.
There's a reason it's on, like, season 15 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
It's fantastic. I would watch all of it. The stuff before even Danny DeVito was on the first season. It's just all good.
It's just so well written.
Yeah, it's a fun time. And the more you know about the characters outside of it, I think makes it more fun for me, too. Like, because then you'll get some, like, inside jokes and stuff, like how, what is it, and here's another spoiler, but, like, Charlie and the waitress are actually married in real life. So it really makes, like, when you watch that they're, like, it's really funny. Stuff like that, how, like, Mac and Dee are actually married in real life.
Yeah, I saw that
It's super
as
bizarre,
well.
but they, like, make nods to it every now and again, and it's like...
Well, there's that whole episode where Mac and Dee are, like, trying to raise a baby or whatever. The
yeah,
dumpster
and
baby.
it's their...
DB!
I don't know if that's actually their kid, but I think that's when they were thinking about it.
Well,
it might be their kid, but that's what I mean. It's, like, really...
Well, I think she was actually pregnant during that whole arc where she was the surrogate mom.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually their kid. But
yeah,
it's funny stuff like that gives you a different little way to view it. But whatever.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Unlike this match, Jesus.
Yeah.
God.
Let me recommend some manga for anybody who actually gives a shit about that.
Do it.
We'll just kind of say the name and nothing else. And
yeah. I'm not much of a reader, but I assume some people in our audience are.
Yeah, some people might want to check out. Manga's a great way to get a lot of content in a short amount of time, I feel like. There's no filler.
like recording at double speed.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's see what I read that was pretty good. Going
Kingdom Hearts 2 manga.
Well, I was reading I feel like some people might know this. Miss Comey is bad at communication.
Oh, I've seen...
Is that an anime yet?
No, but I think it's in the works.
I keep reading that because it's current. I finally got all caught up. I thought it was alright. It's funny.
It's very popular.
It's light. It's light. The girl in there that you see has like a communication disorder, and she doesn't talk a lot, which, you know, I can kind of relate to from like high school, my own high school experiences, not wanting to like talk to people or interact, or having trouble doing so, like a social anxiety. So it's relatable, and it's kind of funny in that sense. But what else? Anything Baki related.
Oh, Baki.
Baki is the shit.
Don't remind me of fucking Baki the Grappler.
If you think
You showed me
JoJo's
the-
Bizarre Adventure is weird, you should read Baki, which is just more muscles.
You showed me the opening for like the anime version of
Is-
that, and I don't know what the word is. It was like I felt a feeling that the human face can't express.
That's Baki in a nutshell. Baki is so like, it's so over the top with the muscle stuff, and it's just, I don't even know. Like, if you like how weird and bizarre JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is, and it's like, this is just absolutely, it's less posing. Well, I don't even know about that. I was gonna say, it's like, if you like the fighting aspects of like Dragon Ball and stuff, Baki is where you need to go, because it is over the top kung fu, martial arts, grappling, violence. So if you like violence, but like really absurd, like just outlandish violence, I would highly recommend that. It's super funny, like bizarrely funny. What is it? Yeah, and there's so much Baki out there too. There's like, they're in the 5th volume, and there's side story.
Wow.
Not 5th volume, 5th story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there are many volumes out there. I'm just looking through my list now. What was actually good? Oh, the Vinland Saga, which is being adapted soon. That's like, I would say better Berserk, but it just in terms of violence and kind of like war-esque kind of things.
Shit. Here it is, dude.
Oh,
This
wait.
is it. Oh!
Very good.
Oh, look at your dumb carrot face! Ah! You thought you could be a worthy opponent to me? Is that what you thought? You thought wrong! My power is unyielding! You have nothing! I've taken your academy title. I have taken your hopes and dreams! And now I shall take your life.
She just looks like you tapped her on the shoulder and she's like, huh?
Next time on Scuttlemutts,
Next time on Scuttlemutts.
we eat our instructor.